Many drunk driving defendants are often confused with this DMV administrative hearing. It seems kind of weird, but when you get a driver's license, you basically enter into a contract with the California Department of Motor Vehicles. That contract says, basically, that if they want to have an administrative hearing, they can have one. And at that hearing, the ordinary rules of evidence don't seem to apply. At least that's been my experience in DMV administrative hearings. The DMV will basically, aside from any punishment that the prosecutor or the state of California would pose against you, would also have their own hearing where you're not entitled to a jury. They can use hearsay evidence, or they often do, no matter what your objections are. In these situations, the DMV will almost always suspend your driver's license for at least 5 months after you've been arrested for a DUI first offense. It could be longer, but normally it's 5 months. What will normally happen is after that California administrative hearing from the DMV is over, the DMV administrative officer, the hearing officer, who's not an attorney normally, will issue findings. In those findings, they will normally, no matter how good your attorney is, find that your license needs to be suspended for 5 months because they believe you were under the influence or intoxicated in accordance with what the police officers or the arresting officer said. Because of this, there will almost always be at least a 30-day period that you cannot drive your car, or any car, at some point after the administrative hearing officer issues their findings. However, you can go to the DMV, and the fee at this point I believe is $125, and request a restricted license. They almost always grant the restricted license, and that gives you the ability to go to and from work, and oftentimes they may even work something out for you so you can go to the grocery store. But it's a very serious thing to get arrested for a DUI because no matter what happens in the criminal case, the DMV is probably going to find a way to suspend your license. You have to be prepared for that. These administrative cases sometimes can be won, but they're extremely rare. So the best thing is simply don't drink or do anything at all. Drive in a sporadic way that might cause the police to pull you over. But if you can't avoid that, you have to understand that this is more than likely going to happen no matter what the state of California does.